Aloha. Let's head back to Waikiki. If you'd like to join me for the ride, it's going to be about an hour and 20 minutes. Have you facing a little bit of the ocean, a little bit, the coastline on the left hand side. Let's see how this goes. Polynesian Cultural Center there on our right. Beautiful mountains to the front of us. Let's do a quick audio and video check. Everything good? Everything sound great? Look great? Aloha, Sandy. Everything look and sound good to you? Late afternoon drive back to Waikiki. Everything look and sound okay, guys? Let me know. All right, Sandy, thanks for letting me know. I've got the camera pointed a little bit more the other direction so you can see a little bit more of the ocean. They have a big old pig in the front yard over there. I doubt you guys saw it. It was pretty too quick. Yeah, we should be on YouTube and Facebook too. Let's get some views on both. Yeah, we're actually in Hawaii, going back to Waikiki, but I know what you're asking. Yep, we are going to Hawaii. We're headed back to Waikiki from about kind of the North Shore, going back down the same route that we came coming out earlier today. Actually, it's not that bad of traffic, really, for a weekend. I don't know. I'm not sure what's on the agenda for tomorrow. What would you guys like to do? We could do a live stream. The upside about today was that we found out that we could do handhelds. Take the camera out of the stand to do handhelds. That was a big win today. The ding dong doesn't realize I can actually ban on the go, man. I could do that, Lance. Yeah, we could do that. Go around, go up the north side. We could, or the west side. We could go up through Koalina again. Of course, I think if we like, I don't know, we do Waikiki a lot, but for some reason, I think if we went back out to Koalina again when we just did it like a month ago, I think that'd be too soon. Yeah, we could go up by Dole Plantation. Uh, but Dole Plantation's kind of a waste for me. I think I'm just not a big fan of it. We could go earlier in the day to China Walls or Spitting Cave, but on the weekends, those are the challenge with going to Spitting Cave and China Walls and any of those other places on the weekends. When you guys, there's more of you to watch. That's when it's busiest with the visitors that are there on at those landmarks, at those activities, and it's just untenable. And just there's too many people. We can't get the right shots that I want for you guys. It's too crowded. There's too many people bumping into you. It's just not good. How to get to the swap meet in Pearl Harbor? We could do the swap meet tomorrow. That wouldn't be a bad thing to do. Yeah, we can go to Greenwell Coffee. I'm actually talking with the people right now about doing a tour of two things. One is, I think I told you guys this. We might as well talk about it now. We've got the time. Doing the Hawaii Honey Tour, the one up there towards by North Shore. They want us to do it. I want to do it. The only problem is you have to wear one of those suits, and I can't have I'd rather have my hands free so I could do the streaming and I don't care about getting stung by the bees. The bees aren't going to sting me anyway. And if they do, it's not that big of a deal. But I don't want to have my hands covered up with the gloves. So that's one thing we have to decide. There is a sanctuary, a farm sanctuary. There's actually two of them here on the island I want to go to, and it's not real. I guess it is kind of Hawaii related. But I want to do that. They have, disabled animals or animals that were, they have a leg missing or their ears missing or they were just not well taken care of. But now they're living in a paradise, and I would like to go see them and just kind of show their farm off and that type of a thing. Yeah, that's also something I'd like to do, but you have to wear it on the outside, which of that suit that you have to wear out there. So GoPro would be good too. There's a number of farms out here. We could do farm tours, but I wanted to go to the animal sanctuary. Like I think there's a dog sanctuary where there's a bunch of disabled and hurt dogs that were abused, and now they're out here living on a beautiful farm on Oahu. I think that would be a fun tour to do. Yes, Wendy Silva. See, when I make a commitment to somebody, I follow through. When I commit to doing a live stream, I do that live stream. I don't just willy-nilly say, yeah, I'll do something, and then maybe do it or not. I'm committed. I love Waikiki Wendy soba. There's a couple of them. There's one by Haleiwa, just on the other side, like the old town part of Haleiwa, and then there's one just before you get into Haleiwa. That's a I call it a real farmers market because it's literally farmers that bring their all their vegetables right there. I mean, they're it's a cool setup. Thank you, Wendy. A couple room tours now today. Yeah, we can't do it today, but no, we're doing room tours too. I want to get into the Waikiki Paradise or Paradise Waikiki Hotel that is the formerly Ohana East. It's now Outrigger Paradise Waikiki Hotel. Oh, tomorrow now we can't do it tomorrow. They won't let you do it on the Sundays. We've got to do them on weekdays. We had Seven Brothers burger, but we had the one with the big old onion rings on it, and then we had their I can't remember the name of their fries. The auditor knows what kind of fries they were. It just feels good to say that, Dale. Just feels good to say auditor. Um, but they're Are you being sarcastic, Waikiki Wendy Silva? I just saw you had like a little silence. I was trying to think of a really good reason we should stream tomorrow. The polo fields are right up here, aren't they, Wendy? Or there is a polo field up here. Oh no, this is Kulo Ranch. There's Chinaman's Hat. I've seen Lancelot with his photo of that place. What did you say, Mara, that made her say I was reliable, which means she thinks I'm unreliable? I am not reliable. No. You can't walk to Chinaman's Hat. I mean, if the tide were super, super low, I guess you could, but it's not that shallow. It is a shallow beach. You can walk out quite a ways, but not. I've never heard of people walking out there. You can certainly kayak it. See, it's a very slow sloping, but it's not that low. Let's do this just while we're here. Just so you can see Chinaman's Hat, the beach, and then we'll turn around and you can see the really, really pretty mountain range behind us.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh crab.
I just want to go in here and I'll do like a little turnaround just so you can see the Chinaman's Hat, which is just a beautiful little place. They kayak out there, but I don't think Dale, have you ever heard? I'm sorry, Dale. I dead named you. Auditor, have you heard of anybody walking out to Chinaman's Hat?
Breakfast burritos? Gotta be Wendy's.
Here you guys go.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
This may not have been worth it, but I just wanted you to look at it. Isn't that beautiful?
Going on now.
It's a beautiful location.
Macy's card and take an extra 30% off the latest fall trends from designers that rarely go on sale. And save 15% off skincare, makeup, fragrances, and more. Plus, shop fall specials for even more great deals on top brands. At Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
synthetic with a foil chain special. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic with an STD.
See the mountains in front of us with all the clouds, and then look, I'll turn here, and the sun will be in your eyes for a moment, but you can see just those beautiful, beautiful mountains. Beautiful.
You've got a Pepco predicament, moviegoer. Hey, I can use stomach rumbling. Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn. Extra butter. You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepco. When you have indigestion, Pepco chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief.
Well, I don't know if they're not hearing it or not reading it, but you just go ahead, auditor. That one's all yours. Let me, I'm just going to do this for a second. There. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful right there? I think that mountain range right there is such a beautiful, it's one of my favorites right there. I'm going to wait for this car to go by. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Clouds behind it. There's people over there think I'm crazy. Or Wendy, one of the two. Has anyone heard from the stream killer? I wonder if she made it out to KCC today. She got a bit of a late start.
Are you crying because of that other credit card? Well, switch to the Capital One Venture.
Cold out. I thought we were too far north.
To learn more, call 23 at 147.
Diane, I agree with you. A neat little place to stop, that tropical macadamia nut farm. It looks very small in the very beginning, or right as you walk in, but it opens up there in the back, and they have everything macadamia nut you can think of. They have macadamia nut coffee, things, little tours. Neat place. No, we have to do it on, like Dale said, or I'm sorry, I dead named you again. It's like the auditor said, we have to do it on a weekday. And it actually may end up being that I do those as produced videos, take photos and video. I just maybe a stream would not be paid off. As a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and decide that it will be a produced video. So there just needs to be done, and then a lot there's too much to be aware of, and drop in some room, being able to drop rooms would just make it too unmanageable. So we'll do the room tours as produced videos, and I'll take a bunch of photos, just like I did for the Halekulani. We did that room tour as a test, and that went really, really well, I believe. This guy right here on the left usually has marlin, smoked marlin bits. This fruit stand here on the left, I usually try my best to stop there, but I can tell you the last 3 or 4 times I've been by, I'm not. And like a dummy, I forgot to bring enough cash to do that. You're thinking of Wendy's phone, Tom, not mine. Oh. No, that's not it. That's the Poi Factory. You've been there before, guys, right? How do you call it? It's the Poi Factory, but I can't think of the name, the full name. When I get the GoPro, when it comes in, we're going to do a scooter tour. I've got a way to mount either the GoPro or my phone onto my chest, so we'll do I think that'll be kind of fun. It'll be windy, but it's actually, the audio is actually pretty good. I've done it before. Wendy, is your mother getting excited about her visit to Oahu? This is that store I was telling you about. I actually wanted to stop in there, but we'll pass this time. But man, that is such a cool store. I love that place. Going in there, get a cold soda from their in a bottle from their machine in there. Not their machine, but their little cooler, like back in the old days. Way back in the day when Wendy was in her 40s or 50s, probably 30s or 40s, I would say. Oh, that's right. She's going to Kauai first. So how many of you were on the stream last night? Did you like that? I know Wendy was complaining the entire time. And what was this? What was this you were saying that I was saying Connie Kapila? Was I calling Pauhana Connie Kapila? Is that what you're alleging? Yeah, last night was a great stream. I liked it. But we were moving and shaking. I knew that it was going to go fast, but we had to. I mean, we timed it just right. We weren't too early or too late, I thought. Yeah, last night's stream was really cool. I loved it. Now we'll do next week, or maybe the week after that, we'll do the Kahio side. We won't need to take as much time, but maybe we can take a little bit more time in the venues and maybe stop by and actually listen to the music a little more. Yeah, I thought so too. I think only Wendy was the one complaining so much about them not being good at all or something like that. Boring, I think she said. That was a cool place to see the fireworks, I thought. It's if you see them, watching them on stream from that location, it's a little bit off just because they explode beyond the screen, the viewing screen. But if you're there in person, it's a really, really good experience. But you smell and you feel the embers falling on your piece of it, falling on you. Oh, look at that! Watch that chopper. See the helicopter taking off right there from the roadside? I wonder what that is. Oh yeah, I did the late night one. I just because it was really loud, and I got some complaints about it being loud and couldn't hear me, and They said you went away from the stream too soon, or you too much. You walked away from the camera too much. So I just said, all right, I can solve that. They took off from right there. I wonder what happened. Oh, that's where they took. They took off from right here from this. I wonder if that was a medical helicopter. They took off from the Temple of the or Valley of the Temples. I'll do a couple of venues with Sandy. I wouldn't wish that walk on anyone. That was. I mean, it's not that. I mean, it is a distance, but it's just you've got to be quick and move on your feet and decide are we going to go this way or that way, and it just it's tough to do it with two people. We'll go to a couple of places you like too. We're on, as you can see, we are on YouTube and Facebook. Joanne and Butacious Sounds. A Latin barbecue. I know this is a favorite for a number of you. This drive, this particular part of the drive. I have an idea. where we can go. I think you guys will like this.
Well, it's like my daughter telling me in New York, in a month, that I can be diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, and BCA, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body.
Are those water drops on the windshield causing any focus issues for you guys? Yeah, I know. We don't get lost in that tunnel, but we get lost going around the corner of a mountain. All right, good. Thanks for letting me know. Waikiki, Wendy, Silva, the unknowing stream killer. That's exactly where we're going. But do you know which one? No.
Are you hungry and on the lookout for a quick and delicious bite? Head to Burger King for the Royal Crispy Wraps, the ultimate hunger hack. Picture this: crispy white meat chicken, crispy lettuce, and juicy tomatoes, all wrapped in a soft white flour tortilla. Choose from 3 mouth-watering flavors: classic, fiery, or honey mustard. And the best part? You can get your hands on one of these delectable wraps for just $4.29. Don't miss out on this savory delight. Head over to Burger King.
I would, but I have the wrong shoes on,
$4.29 each.
and it'd be impossible to park. You have to do that at sunrise. I'll do that at sunrise.
Use your coupon or Macy's card and take an extra 30% off the latest fall trends from designers that rarely go on sale. And save 15% off skincare, makeup, fragrances, and more. Plus, shop fall specials for even more great deals on top brands at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices.
I think the next thing new that we'll try, just like this handheld thing. I'm so glad that that worked out today. I'm glad you guys weren't upset by that. I just knew it was going to be too clunky and jerky and all that. I know. I'm sure Wendy didn't see it because she had been complaining about it the whole time. But all you other wonderful viewers, you liked it. I'm glad about that. It opens up a whole lot more now that we can do that. No, we could do that. Wilhelmina, that's Lucille's favorite. Oh no, Lucille's favorite is the Wahila. We could do that one too. That's a beautiful. I just love that because it's so. You just go around the corner, man. You're just going along, go around the corner, and boom! It's like you're in Washington State or Seattle or something like that. But that one is better to do on a hike. It's better to hike up that road than to drive up it. Driving up it is the for the birds. Most of you are, Cheryl, but there's three of you who aren't. But the rest of you are. You're a joy to stream with. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, me too. I know I can actually handhold pretty steady, but it's getting it off this stand and back on it. It's not really necessarily getting it off. It's putting it back on. You know, you look, you see the steering wheel, and you go across the gauges and the radio, and you snap it on there. It's just clunky looking. But I think the payoff is that you're able to do so much more with it. You could drive somewhere, get out. Drive to another place, get out. Again, I know Wendy's going to find something wrong with it, but for the most part, I think you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, that was a big one when it fell down on the ground. We can use a gimbal in the vast majority of places, but the driving, this now opens us up to a lot of. I mean, I would actually even go to Maui because we could drive to places. Maui doesn't have a lot of places. I mean, there aren't a lot of city centers or city townships that are worth. I shouldn't say worthy, but everything's really centered around. Instead, on Maui, it's really centered around resorts, and it's really doing more resort tours where there's 2 or 3 resorts together. There's not much town, and the towns there are not as much like Waikiki and picturesque. And if you go to Kauai's the same thing. I don't mind flying over, staying over, and doing something like that. But now we can do it with a car and get in and get out. That's not a bad option, I don't think. Thank you, Wendy. I look forward to that. But we do cover some ground. I love what we looked at today. Now that I have a better understanding, I can plan that drive around a little better, and maybe get out on a couple of other roadsides. It's been so long, it seems, but do you remember the very first lookout that we went on to? That was I just said, let's just try the handheld. There's several other locations just like that along that coastline that are just really beautiful. But you get out, there's not a lot to do other than just look at that beautiful coastline. But if you can get in and get out of the car quickly and not do it in a cumbersome way, then it makes it appealing to the viewers like you guys to actually watch that. So we could do that on our next trip around the South Shore. And we could do a lot of that on the North Shore now too. No, fly. You fly to. It's easy to fly to Maui. I mean, it's 45, 50 minutes. Kauai just a little bit more, but I want to go over and do some hotel tours. But what I want to do is actually we'll do some tours here on Waikiki and show that way we could show them and say, hey, this is what we can do. This is what it will look like. Hotels are a little bit hesitant to let you do tours from time to time. I'll tell you what I want to do is I'd like to go back to Smith and King and do do another Let's Eat. But we're going to do Pig and the Lady again before we go back to Smith and King. I think that's a troll, Rhonda. I think that's I don't think that's a real thing. I've seen that same ad too. It's not real though. It's a beautiful part of the town, I think. Parts of it. Parts of it. Diane, thank you. It's been a troll article that's been out for a while talking about a submarine that would go. I mean, I think that they should do the ferry again, but just do it in a way that, and obviously I don't know all the ins and outs. Oh, by the way, I was saying Waikiki earlier. I meant Waikiki, this road. If I actually, Lucille and I both took this from our house in the heart of Waikiki, we went up all the way up to the very, very top of this and all the way back down. She and I walked it from about where Ross is. That's where we started because I bought new shoes and walked all the way up to the top of this trailhead and then back. See this? See how there's no shoulder on this road? It's like this almost all the way up to the top from here. And she and she was on. I had her leash around my neck, but it was off of her because she was on the ground. I was actually carrying her. She's in my arm. So she lets me know she has to go to the bathroom by stretching out her arms. So she's stretching out her arms, and I mean, there aren't any cars around. There's like a little inlet, like a little pull in. So we're just kind of standing there, and I put her down on the ground, and she starts to growl a little bit. And there weren't any cats or chickens or anything like that I could see. And I turn around, and there's a mother pig and 3 little baby pigs, and the baby pigs are about the size of a loaf of bread, and the mother is like 200 pounds, maybe 150 pounds, and they're literally about 20 feet away. And it was almost like a showdown. Like she saw them, they saw her, I saw them, they saw me, and they just turned around and walked off. And Lucy thought like she was the baddest thing around because they walked away from her. But she didn't bark one time, didn't go after him because I think she would have gotten taken out. Yeah, but I hadn't seen wild pigs in 4 or 5 years. Let's see which way is it? Oh, it's this way. I'll tell you where it was. It was right. It's actually right around over here. There's a little stretch of road and a little jungle on the right side. Did you see that mongoose go run across the road? Yeah, we came all the way up this. And there's a switchback up here a little bit. We switched back and started going up this little hill, and there were no cars around or anything, and we actually just kind of stepped out to the side of the road, and you look over the ledge, and there's like 3 tents, like camping tents, like right on the edge. And there were homeless people living in those tents right up here, right around this little corner here. These little hills don't look like they're a big deal, but man, you do enough of them back to back to back, and man, you get wore out. This one doesn't seem like it's much, but after walking all the way from Waikiki up to here, your feet are on fire, my friends. Right down there. Man, that's 2 mongoose we've seen so far. Yeah, there you go. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? This is this lookout that's right here on the right hand side. You guys didn't see it. That's almost as good as the one at the very top, but we're so close. Let's actually go to the actual spot itself. It may be crowded, it may not be parking, and if there's not, then we'll just double back and come down to that lookout because it's only probably 100 feet lower than the one we're going to. Have you guys been here before? Yeah, Julie, Tontolinus or Tontolas. Let's see, this is just a different view here. It looks down into the valley. That's kind of cool. We'll stop on the way back, maybe if it makes sense. The tree branch. It wasn't that bird that I ran into. I was going to say, man, come on. Don't tell me we lost connection right now. I'll be shocked if there's a spot up here, but if not, we'll just, there's many ways to view it. So we can actually stop here, and even though they say not to, we can stop here and look, but it's just a beautiful view. I'm sorry, how many, have you been here before, you guys, or have you not been here before? Just, Rick, just look up Tontolas Lookout. So let me see. I think there's, yeah, look at that. There's several. Excuse me, young man. All right, let's attempt fade again. That was pretty easy, didn't it? Oh, don't tell me, Wendy, you've never been here before? This is a very popular makeout destination. You guys have not been here before? Wow. Okay, well, since that's the case, let's go back this way. We'll lock up the car and we'll go out on the end. I thought some of you had already been here before. I just showed you the easy area. But let me show you. Let me do something else for you then. All right, let's walk this way. Wow. I'm so happy to show you guys something new. And look at this area here. Man, so fast. Man, that's the third mongoose. Third mongoose I've seen. So we'll come up here one time at sunset. Then I didn't know. I thought so many of you guys had already been up here. It wouldn't be that. That kid's on the other side of the fence. His dad just saw him. Right over there, that's the Wahila. So if you see where those pine trees are, they're almost even to where we are right here. And that's Ruth's place right there. So I've hiked from, I guess this is kind of a flex. See that building right? Well, one of those beige buildings right in there. You go down the building, down Walleye, up Kapahulu, past the H1, down, I can't remember the name of the street, and then up that hill to the top. Waikiki, I'm ready to do it anytime. Actually, Waikiki, Wendy Silva, you saw me on the other one on Wilhelmina Rise, remember that? That day I saw you on Wilhelmina Rise. I did the same thing from that building up to that top over there and back down again with Lucille. Yeah, let's look at this over here. Downtown, Punch Bowl, Honolulu. There's Magic Island. Isn't that beautiful from here? I just barely see it. I'll get my hand out of the way, but watch right there. You'll come here and do this sunset sometime. I'm shocked you guys haven't, all of you haven't been here. This is such a popular place. How is it? Cool, huh? All right, while I'm up here, hang on. Okay, bear with me, guys. 1 second. I want to take a. Video. There's new stuff every time. That's good. Means we're doing. Thanks for bearing with me. I was just taking some videos to do for a story or something later on. Practicing my handheld. That Magic Island. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it right here, real quick. Can you see Magic Island off there in the distance? It's so beautiful out there. Just sticking out on its own. You can see the little lagoon. Let me try another video. Someone again needs to tell me how having children is a gift of life. Is that what they say? I'm not convinced of that. Maybe just because it's other people's kids. Disco. Here's another one just for you. Yeah, no kidding. It's like they're doing a shoot for China Vogue. It's not so much the time as it is the kid running into you nonstop, and then watching you yell and say nothing. I could show them where I found the drinks. That's another way to get down the hill. Beautiful. You see way over there, way. All right. Manoa Valley right back in there. My goodness. All right, that's enough. I can come back. Maybe wrap some barbed wire around my legs. Yeah, glad you guys enjoyed it. I was surprised how many of you haven't seen this before. That's wonderful. We're above the peak of Diamond Head. I don't mind kids. It's just if they're well behaved or if their parents are watching them or making sure they're not being little monsters. He literally kicked me right in the foot. Just like a, hey, I'm down here type of thing. It's all right, though. I'm nothing if not an ambassador for peace. All right, John, thanks for sticking around, amigo. I appreciate it. Glad to have you on here. We'll come here for a no. You know what we'll do? We'll come here for a sunrise or a sunset. I think either one is really nice. The sunsets are really spectacular, but we'll need to do that on likely on a weekday, just because on weekends it's just almost impossible. Of course, it's Saturday tonight, right? Saturday. It's not like a It's not like it was too crowded. Dang, we just missed the wrap up of the photo shoot. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. Sunrise is a little different because it comes right up over kind of where I was saying that Waihila, this ridge over here on the right hand side where the pine trees are. Um, so you don't see the actual sun. I mean, you see the sun coming up over the rise, but the magic hour of the sun coming above the horizon, it's a little different. The colors are a little different. They're a little bit more, stark, I guess you'd say. Um, but the sunsets are right over there, past the coastline, past Ko'olina, and sometimes off to the left, depending on the time of year, and it's just beautiful. And you thought of it going, but imagine walking along this side there with no. We kept switching on from side to side because you really don't want to have cars coming from behind you. You want them to be coming towards you because if you have to get out of the way, you can get out of the way. But how's this for a lookout right here? Let's see. Let's see if there's no people that are coming. How's that? Isn't that beautiful looking? I think we've seen enough, but we don't need to get out and see it again. So, but now you know of another place to come and look. I'm glad you guys found a new place to maybe put on your list of things to do. Thank you, Ann, without an E, going to YouTube and making a comment. Very much appreciated. You see, I don't know if you saw the difference, but we're able to see there on the left. But there really is a big difference in that 150 feet or so from this street to the lookout where we were. There really is a noticeable difference, not significant, but noticeable difference in the view. I don't think there are. There have to be because it's a park. It's a regional park or a municipal park, so there has to be. But I'll be honest, I've never seen them. I haven't looked for them, but I didn't see them. Aloha, Leanne. On YouTube, good to see you there. Some of these driveways, when you walk, you're able to see down into the homes a little bit more. But man, some of these driveways are just unbelievable. When you're up on the right-hand side here, I'm sorry, what's now the left-hand side, it's not that bad because you're going up. But if you're on the right-hand side and you're going down, it's such a steep hill. Or they're steeper on the right going down than they are coming up for some reason. They cut into the mountains differently, I guess. On YouTube, you can't. If you you should, Leanne, be able to hit. If someone is in the chat with you, they're on YouTube. Just put the @ sign in front of their name and type. You should be able to tag them. If not, you need a channel. You're welcome, Steve. Yeah, well, Wendy, that's what commitment means. Some of us take our giving our word to do something for people serious. Some don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we sign off. We're going to do it short, sweet, tough to beat. Let's do 4Ls, man. We haven't signed off the right way all day, but we're going to do it now. 4Ls, we're going to pull into this gas station and do it because we've got to get gas. 4Ls, let's hear it. 4Ls. Hopefully you laughed, learned, loved, and liked this stream and all the other ones that you saw today. Hopefully that's the case. If this is your first stream, hopefully it's not your last. God forbid that's the case. If it is your last, then bummer, bummer. Hopefully all the other ones you listened to before this one made this one worthy of sticking around for. And know that I appreciate most of you, and every second, every minute, every hour, every day that you let me show you Hawaii, and I'm happy to do it. Aloha.